Hello and welcome to the ATF Cast. That's Anything That Fires. Here we discuss science, firearms, the day-to-day, and whether you like it or not, we often don't, politics. The bounds are unscribed, the beliefs full of dis, and the bifocals are simply unacceptable. We're a pinch of a lava and a heaping cup of I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, join us on this adventure of something, the last part of the intro. I got it all mixed up today. I'm your host, Evan, and as always, we're joined by your marvelous co-host, my dad, Matt Halava.
Howdy.
Hey, how you doing, Paul?
Doing good. Marvelous journey of entropy, or what'd you say? I forget.
I don't know. I mixed it all up, but basically, hello.
Contemporary conversation.
Yeah. The wholesome cast, the goofing around place. That's us.
A plethora of Pop's wisdom.
Ooh, yeah. Pop's plethora of wisdom corner. I don't know. What's going on? How's the heat up there? Are you melting?
Not melting, but I believe it's I think it's only 93 degrees. Heat index is like 101, something like that. So
okay.
Feels like temperature. Always feel bad for the feels like person. Shove them outside for a little bit and be like, well, what's it feel like out there, Bob? Feels like 103. Let me back inside. It sucks out here.
Hopefully you get a bonus for all that chaos.
Probably not. They're the new guy. It's probably the boom dude.
It's just a coffee intern.
Yeah.
Need 6 hot coffees and stand outside for 30 minutes.
Yeah, stand outside. It's negative 12, but we want to know what it feels like.
I was driving home from work, and I got leather seats and only 2 windows to roll down and no AC. And
so you got 265 AC.
I got some sweat
2
rivers.
windows, 60.
Yeah, that's good. 65 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I was just driving, cruising along. Took a work call, and I was like, "Man, is that sweat trickling down my side right now?" Fuck yeah, it was. That seatbelt was just. It was just.
Well, at least it wasn't a red wasp crawling down your body or something.
Ooh, yeah, I'd have crashed.
Right.
You're like, oh, start drifting the Suburban in 360s sideways.
That'd be cool in the movies, but not while you're trying to head home.
No. I did some jackass slammed on his brakes on the west side the other day. It was like a week ago. But I slammed on my brakes, and my brakes locked up. And a good thing I learned some weird driving techniques. Otherwise I'd probably flipped it. So good white shoulder, thank God.
Yep. Got a little bit of pooper pucker. Was your butthole up in your diaphragm, or did it make it all the way to your esophagus?
My heartbeat was highly elevated. And I was like, oh, my brakes are locked up. So I swung the back end, and then threw it back the other way so I could swing into the shoulder. But then I was just, fishtailing back and forth, trying to not hit the traffic or fall into the deeper portion of the ditch in the shoulder. And then, came upon a 30-degree rest. Looked over to the car next to me, and they're like, what the fuck? I was like, that was crazy, right? Waved him on, pulled back on the road, pulled in, checked on Grandpa. Yeah, it was an adventure.
Sounds like it.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to getting a new car. Grandpa is good. It's
still Grandpa?
It's still Grandpa.
All right.
Chewing tobacco and big sandwiches. So, NASCAR.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
I think that's how I met him.
He hasn't moved much from his chair in the last years.
In the last years.
I was trying to do the math. I was like, wait a second. What was that, 20-some years? I guess at least 29, right?
Yeah, at least that's at your sister's. So we'll just round up to 30.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been a stable gentleman for 30 years. Yeah, and brought him a big ass sandwich was my task for the day. So he was pretty happy to see that.
Where'd you get the sandwich from?
Jimmy John's.
Nice. I had Jimmy John's after surgery one time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How'd that do?
It went pretty good. So Julie drove me back from the hospital and stopped and got us Jimmy John's, and then ate that and chilled out. And I'm sure I probably napped a few times. So
I'm sure you did. Did you get the gargantuan extra hot pepper or some shit?
Well, I didn't get the extra hot peppers, but I'm sure I got the gargantuan. So
I'd have done the same thing, Paul. I wonder where I get that.
I don't know. I mean, economically, it's smart. You know, you spend just a little bit more and you get twice as much.
It's true.
And you got a snack for later or whatever.
That's why I go to Jersey Mike's. You know, I'll meet Caleb over there for lunch sometimes, and I'll get the giant because it's like, I don't know, $9 for the regular and like 14 for the giant or something. I'm like, well, 2 regulars would be 18, so you're saving $4. You get another sandwich in advance, basically. I'm like, I'm gonna eat this all day long, and then I eat it in one sitting, and then it's really not a good financial decision because I just eat the whole thing right then and there, and then eat more later because I got you jeans, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, when I worked at the lumber yard down in Columbus, Kingswood Lumber, if we had to stay late or do inventory or something of that nature, a lot of times they would pay for lunch, right? So I also know it's going to be a late night. Not going to get out of there until like 8 o'clock or whatever. So they'd ask me what I want. I'm like, where are we getting it from? I forget the sandwich place or whatever. I'm like, all right, I want the 20-inch chicken cordon bleu. And they're like, really, 20-inch? I'm like, yeah. So I'd have a 10-inch sandwich along with chips and whatever else for lunch. And then later at like 7 o'clock, knowing that we're still going to be there for a long time, I had another 10-inch sandwich, and everyone would just be staring at me. Where'd you get that? I got that at lunchtime. I planned forward. So proper prior planning does keep you from getting hungry.
It does wonders. I got a whole bunch of snacks this morning because I had, an 8-hour meeting or whatever. It ended up not being that long, so that was a blessing. But and we had a little recess, so I went and got a big ass salad and found a farmer's market by the job site, so I went and got a cucumber. And I got some weird looks walking in with a bottle of tea, a cucumber, and a salad in a bag on my arms.
At least you didn't have coffee, cucumber, and a bottle of lotion. Because you're like, oh, my dry elbows. And then you go walking in. You would have gotten a few different looks.
Yeah, that's true. I would have. Maybe I have to do that, just trying to be the wild card at work, keep everyone on their toes.
There you go.
I think tomorrow's meeting is with like 30 people in the same conference room. So, maybe I'll pull that.
Nice.
Walk in my weird pants from like the 70s.
Oh, nice. The blue ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Mom hates those pants. Tell you what.
No,
walked into the hospital last week.
Another reason why you wear them.
Well, it is funny. Walk in, she goes, I hate those pants. I was like, these pants? These are my favorite pants. And then just, strut it. Favorite pants. Bop. Oh. Yeah. I walk in looking like a goof. All the mothers in the room would be like, I hate those pants. Why does he have a cucumber and lotion? That's what we call proper prior planning.
Well, or you buy a pepperoni stick, a little block of cheese, take a little cutting board and a knife with you.
Oh, yeah.
Start pulling stuff out of your backpack, setting it down, like cutting up stuff, and make yourself little Triscuit sandwiches. Be listening.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna vent for a second about this. So we have the smallest trailer on the job site. Yeah, I just gotta get it off my chest. And we've been asking for a coffee maker and a mini fridge, and like, so we can get a little kitchenette set up. You know, we're gonna be. It sounds like this project's gonna end up going into like 2023 and beyond. So I'm gonna be there for a while. And like, can we get ask for a mini fridge? And the supply lady at the office was like, "Don't you guys already have a mini fridge there?" We're like, "No, our food is hot. Help!" And then we asked for paper plates, and they're like, "Just grab some glass plates from the office and use them in the dishwasher." I was like, "Okay, there's a separation here. You guys must have not been out to the job site because we got wood paneling. We got the only like 3/4 wide in the lot. There's no room for a dishwasher." So that just reminded me out. I'm in a battle right now to get a little kitchenette set up, and I'm gonna get a cutting board, and I'm gonna be making Triscuits. You're right.
There you go. Be like, will you bring all that with you? Well, I don't have a refrigerator, so you know, I got to eat it now. I can't let the cheese go to waste.
Yeah, but now we're just making it happen because my project manager's, you know, he's at Boy Scout camp. He's a scout leader, so he's out there dealing with, you know, polio boys in the heat. Poor guy.
Yeah. You might want polio boys is no dig on anyone with polio.
That's
or
true.
Dig on the right. That was just something from Evan's younger years.
That was an inside joke that sounded very cruel, and if I told you further about exactly what it meant, we'd be canceled probably. So
I don't think we'd be canceled.
Yeah, there's no one to cancel us.
Your sister would hammer fist you.
Yeah, she did.
Say that. Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Also, I hear my sister's coming to hammer, fist punch, beat the shit out of us down in Georgia. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
So, you have to get her to shoot the mutant.
It's gonna change your life, I think.
I think so. She asked if Connor can attend, and I don't see as to why not. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna look sick out there with all his cactus tattoos and his cut off sleeves, and yeah, it's gonna be metal as hell. I'm gonna put that on an album cover.
Well, we're gonna have to make sure that we take some good equipment, not lose a GoPro or anything of that nature. Take some good stuff in order to maybe get some good video while we're out there.
Mm-hmm.
Get a couple of quick interviews or whatever for anything that fires, and yeah. Hang out with IV8888 family and see all the faces and people that we enjoy and respect.
Yeah, I'm very excited. It's getting closer and closer, and I was daydreaming about that GoPro this morning. I was like, "Wow, what a beautiful sunrise! If only I could capture it in my motion." I was like, "Lessons learned. Lessons learned."
Yeah, well.
Everyone that's ever had a GoPro has lost at least one.
Well, I haven't bought one yet, so.
So what do? You're gonna lose it.
Right? I may as well buy two.
Show up with a fucking rack of GoPros. Like, you got 20, you can't lose them all.
That's right. Just put them on the light bar on top of the vehicle.
Yeah, there we go. I like the way you're thinking.
Slightly different angle.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
I was also thinking about that fresh cooking that we always get midday. You know, big old burgers and brats and things. Ooh.
Yeah. You enjoy good food. I mean, we all do. So.
Absolutely.
Yes. So.
Speaking of, I got a grill this last weekend.
Did you?
Yeah. Or whatever the fuck that was.
I don't know. It's your story.
Well, the days have been getting very confusing, so whatever. Grill me now have. So I made Was it 5 brats
Peanut.
yesterday evening? And the HVAC guy
Did
came
you have
over.
anybody over? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry. You go.
The HVAC guy came over.
That's available information.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I had to finish up the exhaust fluid and everything with the furnace, and he walked up when I was, I was boiling the brats and the beer on the grill in my cast iron, one-stop shop. He was like, "Ooh, brats." I was like, "Yeah." He said, "You gonna eat all those?" I said, "Yes, sir." And
Am I making them?
I ate 3 in one sitting, and then had one like 20 minutes later, and then a little nightcap before I went to bed. So
wise.
yeah.
What'd you put on it?
Ooh, sorry, I got lost in daydream. I made a little like peppers and onions, little salsa kind of situation. I did white onion, some cilantro, and lime juice, and let that marinate for a second. And then I charred some bell peppers and jalapenos on the grill. So then cut those up nice and warm and charred, and then mix that all up together. Put that down one side, other side, shit ton of mustard.
Ooh, what kind of mustard?
This time I did natural old yellow. Old yellow.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. So I like a good horseradish mustard on there, or the stone grown. There's a ground. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's good stuff.
It's a problem around Christmas. I always go to like World Market to do all my Christmas shopping, and places like that, and they always just have nice sounding mustards. And I start buying them. I'll be like, I'm gonna get this mustard for Brie. I'm gonna get this mustard for Pops. I'm gonna get this mustard for Hunter. Mm-hmm. And then something happens, and I end up with 5 mustards because I can't help myself. I start trying them, and they never make it into the gift bags. And
so that's what happened to the black truffle mustard. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to hell.
Well, only if you wasted it. Only if it expired and you had to throw them all away.
My mustard never
you're good.
expires.
Because I didn't know you bought me any mustard, so why would you go to hell for that?
Well, it's been on my conscience.
You're fine.
I'm trying to get these things off my chest.
Well, maybe we'll have to decide what mustards to take to the IV-88 shoot.
I'll supply them.
When you're walking with 2 brats after you already ate 3, and you're all bebopping and happy, and just we lather it up with whatever.
I like that. I'm gonna be the mustard man. I'm gonna get an official name badge.
The mustard man? Do you know the mustard man? He lives on French's Lane.
Ooh, damn, that was nice. Spicy.
It's mustard.
Horseradish. Okay, now that I'm getting hungry, let's talk about SpaceX.
Okay.
We've been waiting for forever to finally hear from the FAA regarding whether or not they are going to approve Starbase Texas for like orbital flight and everything. Because they built the giant 400-foot launch tower, whole Starship factory and all this jazz. And they were still waiting on FAA approval, but they've just been working. Fingers crossed. Hope they don't tell us no. And finally, after
tell us, are you on the communication?
I'm deeply engrossed in
yes,
space.
You are. You're involved. So keep going. Anyways,
they're supposed to inform the public like December 30th or whatever. And then they push it back 30 days, and it's just been happening. Like every day to the deadline, I'm swinging a knife around. My apologies. They're like, another 30 days. So finally, like June 13th, I think it was, June? Yeah, that sounds right. That's this month.
That's the month we're in.
They released their assessment, and it's thumbs up. Now, they got to do some things to, like, protect the sea turtles and provide to the community and things, but they're approved for orbital flight and is going to be happening in the next couple of months, and I'm stoked.
I don't blame you. Let's see. Where are you going to be in the next couple of months?
Well, I will be down south for a little bit, right around I'm going to be in Starbase, Texas. So, I mean, if all the stars
And who
were
are
to
you going to be
align,
with?
I'm going to be with Bree, my sister.
Outstanding.
So, perfect world. Just imagine we get down there and hit up our Airbnb, and then we get to watch the orbital flight of the largest rocket ever. I would poop my pants. Yeah. And now that would be a road trip.
Don't be wearing your blue ones. Those are your favorite.
Oh, I do love those, but
yeah,
if it's shit in my pants for the rocket or just not shit in my pants are the options, I'm going to just shit my pants.
I'll send you a little shipment of "Oops, I Crap My Pants," and that way you can wear some "Oops, I Crap My Pants" underwear. You won't stain your favorite pants.
Oops, I crap my pants underwear. Is that like plastic? Is that a shower curtain strapped around?
Kind of. That was actually one of those SNL commercials. Instead of like Depends, it was "Oops, I Crap My Pants."
Oh.
So you'll have to check it out. It's rather humorous.
I'm gonna give it a goog. But let's see if we can't. Now they're not.
Well, they may be launching in August. So what does that entail? How big is this rocket?
I think currently it's 380 feet or something like that.
So a 30-story building.
Yeah, well, let's get an accurate. How tall is Starship? Because they've changed the height a couple times. Let's see, 387 feet. The whole assembly. So, yeah. It's huge. It's 30 foot in diameter. So
that was my next question. Good answer.
Got you covered. Stretch out a tape measure, and you'll see. Now the top portion.
Have a 25-foot tape.
Ooh.
Never mind. Keep going. Keep going.
That's frequently a problem. Now that you bring that up. And that's pretty long. So imagine that.
Right. That's right.
The troubling thing, or not troubling, but difficult thing is, follow all this news with the Starship program and watch all the videos, and you still don't get a proper sense of the scale, like no matter how hard you try. So,
yep.
To see it in person,
a lot of garages are like 24 by 24. So figure your garage plus another 6 feet. Just for those two people that are watching, that they can envision it.
Yeah. Everybody stop watching, go get some tape measures, tie them together. You'll figure it out. So, I mean, that's huge. That's a huge diameter. Are you thinking about it?
Yeah. I mean, you could extend to 15 feet and then run in a circle, and then you'll know what 30 feet is.
I think I'm going to do that this evening just so I can get an accurate, stand in it kind of representation. The neighbors are going to be looking at me weird, but that's okay.
Well, make sure you film it. I would love to see that on here.
You know what? I can do that. Maybe I'll pick up a can of marking paint, just put it, in my backyard if there's even a portion big enough. And yeah.
Man, I don't know. Just make sure you play "You Spin Me Round Round, Baby, Right Around" while you're doing that.
Just me in the lawn running in circles.
Yeah. You could put the spray paint on the side of the mower, so as you're mowing, you just mow a circle, and then you'll have a clear path with a highlighted spray paint outline.
No, that's an idea. I appreciate that.
We'll see what happens.
I just got to pick up a mower that works, and then I'll get that taken care of.
Well, don't pick it up while it's running.
Now that's fatherly advice. Happy Father's Day.
Right.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, that is good fatherly advice.
Let's see if I can't find some full stack imagery here. Maybe we can get a sense of the scale of this puppy. But Man, I'm just really excited. I'm at a loss for words about it all. So, you know, how's your feelings about it? You excited to see this?
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I mean, look how far that has advanced in just the last 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost nothing when we started our little podcast adventure. And yeah, I mean, now they have.
Now they're launching things in the space. It's doing a loop. It's coming back down. The boosters are landing upright on a floating platform out in the middle of where the heck they are, whether they're in the Gulf or the Pacific. I forget where the heck they're landing, but yeah, we couldn't do that before. This it's exciting.
It's insanely exciting.
Now, which one's this? Is this it?
I think this is the full stack of Booster 4 and Ship 20. This is,
Okay.
they were just doing cryo testing on this one a little while back. Pumping it full of fluid and making sure it doesn't crumble and all that. But I don't believe these are the flight worthy ones. So, because I think the initial flight is going to be Ship 24 and Booster 7, I believe. Maybe it's Booster 5. I don't know. Numbers are hard. But, so yeah, a little different.
6.
Yeah, they have so many different iterations,
Indeed, they do.
And then here's
It's kind of hard to follow sometimes because they're coming out with something new, but you're watching the older stuff and you're learning about things and you're like, oh wow, this one did that. Stuff just gets jumbled in your head. I get it.
Yeah, and see some other space news. SLS, the space launch system for NASA for the Artemis program. They just did another wet dress rehearsal, and it went a lot better than the last one.
Nice.
A little bit of hydrogen leaking, but I'm sure they'll get that worked out. No problem.
It'll come through.
Yeah. I don't know. The immediate future in spaceflight is gonna be crazy.
Yes. And by like the year 2000, we're gonna supposedly have bases on the moon, but all the aliens up there told us to beat it. We find our flag there. Move along, white guy. We see what you done. Move along.
Yeah, how do you feel about the hollow moon theory?
Well, it's plausible. So, is it so dense and hollow that it echoes naturally, or is it the Death Star? Because George Lucas is an alien. And
Whoa!
Wrote a true story, and it's just covered in dust. So I don't know. So a lot of those theories have good points, right?
Like flat Earth, for example.
No, I mean, if the Earth was flat, why are rainbows arced?
The government made rainbows. Those aren't real, obviously.
Oh, Skittles! Seriously?
Yeah, birds aren't real either, Paul. Come on, catch up.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, if birds aren't real, why is there so much crap all over vehicles? Riddle me this.
I mean,
maybe they're dumping their biofuel.
That could be.
Now that's a plausible argument.
Worms aren't real either.
What?
I'm just taking wild guesses now. Oh, they're real, but they're robotic. They were made in a lab.
Oh, so some of them are just interfaces. They're plugging in, charging the bird, but birds get charged on the wire.
Yeah, they get charged on the power line.
maybe they're communicating to the worm, telling them what it has seen and what it has done. Then the worm goes down to the buried ELF cable, extreme low frequency, and sends that to Space Mountain. And, who knows?
I believe that one.
And fish aren't real either. They're made up to cause current. That's all.
Hmm. I'm sorry. Now I'm scared of what is reality and what is not.
Well, that is a conversation that will take multiple episodes.
Yes, the simulation theory in the metaverse. It's
Right?
That's gonna be one of our future deep dives. We were gonna do it already, but scheduling is hard and life happens a lot.
Is that
So
with Mariano?
yeah, and Aaron Queen. So
Yeah. I like them.
yeah, good folks.
Yep. Aaron T. Queen. Or Aaron, is it T. Queen on there?
That sounds about right.
I believe that's right. Anyways, good stuff. Follow them.
Yeah, and just remember that everything's a simulation. Life's the Matrix. Maybe.
Well, I guess it would depend on the individual, right? Is deja vu old memories and we're doing this again? Is deja vu a dream that you had while you're in another universe? Was it time shifting? Is it folding in on itself? Yeah, I mean, you can find one subject and metaverse the heck out of it. I mean, that's why there's so many Batmans.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
The multiverse. There's I watched a good movie the other night. Like classic stuck in a time loop every day repeats itself situation. Groundhog Day, the OG. Represent.
Yeah.
There's one came out on Hulu a couple years ago called Palm Springs. It's got Andy Samberg in it. That one's super fucking good. It's hilarious. Yeah.
Well, Andy Samberg in it, yes. I would. I mean, I giggled when you said his name, so I should fall suit.
Yeah.
If it wasn't funny, then I'd be really impressed with his dramatic acting skills.
What was I saying?
Have you watched Russian Doll?
No, but I think you told me to.
I did mention it. I didn't tell you to do it. You're an adult. You can make your own decisions, even though I give you good advice. But yeah, it's kind of along those lines as well. So it's pretty good.
Russian Doll. I'm gonna have to give it a goog on the side. Yeah, so I found another one the other night. It was like watching YouTube, and it was like movie recaps, whatever comes up. And what was it? A Map of Perfect Little Things, I think it was called. And it's like two teenagers. They find out they're stuck in a time loop together, but it was just real wholesome, They run around looking for the perfect moments that you usually miss in every day because you're running around doing your life, but they're stuck in the same day, so they're going around and witnessing all these perfect little moments.
Yeah, but if you're always searching for the perfect moment, do you miss the ones that are already present?
Yeah, well, see, that was kind of the concept. Yeah.
Okay.
My mic's doing something weird.
Multiverse.
Damn, you broke us into the other.
Alter ego brought it closer, and now you're trying to. Oh boy,
We're broken. Ooh, Russian Doll. Yeah, okay. What was this on?
Netflix is what we watched it on.
I wonder if it's still on there.
We haven't watched all the episodes, so I guess we're still watching it. Now we haven't watched it in a little bit because some nights we sit around just talking. So,
yeah.
But yeah, we've been watching a few other things as well.
Yeah, I like those evenings. Last night I didn't do any watching, or I put on some music and went on a bike ride. and then fell asleep like a baby because I'm still working on getting that cardio up, and the 3 miles or whatever I did, and it was like me sleep now,
Me sleep baby type now.
yeah, no, I start talking real dumb when I'm getting sleepy. Be like, bike hurt, me bed.
Lay down, start cooing.
Yeah, and then I wake up to Puck aggressively attacking my toes. So,
Yeah. Gotta love having a cat.
Life's been a lot with her eating my toes. Yeah. The weird sentences. Yeah. Anything popping up in the news as of recent for you that you found kind of interesting?
I try not to watch news. I mean, you get plenty of crap from Instagram or TikTok or what I call TikTok, or we call it that, and other influences that are jumping out at you, and then you go, is that real or not? So you have to kind of fall into line trying to figure some things out. People that have good information like Johnny B, Guns and Gadgets, they're good guys to watch to get caught up on some stuff. Very smart individuals. But yeah, nothing really in the news because a lot of it is so frustrating, right? Like the teachers having to teach people about the way they do things in their life. Why should anyone give a flying crap, right? You went to school to get a certificate to say that, yes, I am a history teacher or a math teacher or whatever field you are specified in. Do that, right? Why do you need a 6-year-old to clap because you wear a certain color shirt? That has no bearing on your job. Has bearing on your feelings, and maybe mommy didn't give you enough hugs when you're little or something. But you don't need approval from a child that doesn't understand something. Just be yourself. Be whoever you want. I don't care. But some of the stuff that's in the news roused me right up. Right? I don't care what you do when you're at home. I do care what you're teaching when you're in school. Okay? The US wasn't great as far as where we stood globally with our education. And then it just drops out even more. I'm like, what?
Yeah, our education system is not good.
Is shite. It's a big, hairy turd. And then people want to sit there and spray paint and throw glitter on it or whatever. Well, you can only polish a turd so much. It's still a turd. You can take that turd and try to grow some roses. But if all you're trying to do is prove that your turd's good, it's not going to go anywhere. So, not sure if that analogy helps. But that's what I learned in school. So, no, I mean, there are certain things in the news that builds the blood pressure to the point where you want to take a Maddox handle to some coffee cups or whatever and smash some things so you can feel better, right? You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You ever just smash a coffee cup in a dumpster? Oh, it sounds nice. Relieves so much stress, right? You don't have to be one of those a-holes that go somewhere to hurt people.
That's true.
So majority of the news is a lying sacks of caca poo poo, and they're pushing certain agendas, in my opinion. So to answer your first question, I haven't been really watching a lot of news, right? Try to get information and then you try to separate it. It's best to hear both sides of the stories. Some news channels are only pushing one side, and then that side later is proven to be a lie. And they're like, well, all the conspiracy theorists, they're all conspiracy theorists. Well, so far they're batting 1,000. So, right? They're like, no, masks don't help. Oh, masks are important. You get, oh, by the way, masks don't do anything. Oh, okay. So, your numbers are wrong. Not that many people died of COVID. Oh, yeah. All COVID's worse than we told you. I mean, the numbers are even higher. Oh, by the way, all those numbers that we made up, they were just what we thought might happen, and those people, yeah, not that many. It wasn't that number, but we just wanted you to be prepared in case it was. How about being honest? Being informed would be helpful.
Informed honesty would be pretty cool.
Yes. Now, if I raise you and your sister by telling you lies constantly about things, you'd be a little confused and messed up right now.
And I'd probably be an asshole too. Not that I'm not already, but
yeah, but if you are to someone, I'm pretty sure that someone deserves it.
I'd like to think so.
You're not an a-hole by choice. You're the type of individual that'd be a-hole by circumstance. The circumstance pushed you into that situation. But yeah, I'm very proud of you and your sister. You're not a-holes.
That's my leading character trait. That's what I lead with in life. Hey, I'm Evan. I'm not usually an asshole. Nice to meet you.
Well, I think people should actually start putting that on resumes. If some people would know how to write a resume and even go look for a job.
Ooh, getting spicy.
Oh, yeah. See, ask me about the news. I'm just going to get all riled up. Don't talk about that with Uncle Carl.
Ooh, no, that sounds kind of scary.
Right? You want to see Eddie Van Halava get put the guitar down and start beating it, and then they did it, So it is entertaining, but he is a very passionate individual.
Yeah, always has been.
Yeah.
I think I am going to have to ask him about the news so I can see that. I think I need to see that once.
Well, do not give him any tequila and ask him about the news.
You keep telling me what not to do, which is inspiring me to do exactly those
All right.
things.
Do not give him a light beer and ask him about the news.
It's too late, Pops. You let me in on the secret.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stick with the light beer. No, I see it in your eyes. I should approach with caution.
Yeah. but the news is so frustrating because it's a bunch of shit. Right? If every news channel out there says the same thing verbatim, that is not the news.
That's true.
I'm sure you've seen the videos of...
Yeah, it's terrifying.
One news station, then the other one, it starts growing. It's like, the Brady Bunch, and then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's like, that's...
It feels very dystopian, and yeah. So I also try to largely stay out of the news. I'll listen to NPR in the morning sometimes because usually I catch them actually talking about something fun, and then usually they start getting into the news, and I turn it off pretty often. And sometimes they're good at kind of writing in the middle. They're left-leaning, but oftentimes I find that they do a pretty good job of just being like, "This happened," and on to the weather. It's really...
I listen to NPR. NPR, they may lean a little bit more in one direction, and a lot of their guests kind of lean that way. But for the most part, they do try to go down the middle. So
yeah, you try to present facts. And even I feel like a lot of the newscasts out here, and I'll be like, this sounds a little one side leaning. And then at least the last sentences would be like, And also some believe this, like they still provide both sides, even if it might be weighted on their delivery. So I'll listen to that in the morning, but often I'm like, ugh, I'm going to get way too riled up at 5 a.m. And then I put on some nice calm music, or
there you go.
Put on like last podcast on the left and listen to those guys scream about serial killers and farts. That's always a good way to start the day.
Ooh, serial killers and farts?
Yeah, it's they get off topic real easy like we do. So yeah, it's pretty nice to listen to.
Yeah, I like watching things about serial killers. Or hearing people say that, well, there's never ever been a black serial killer. So you've never ever Googled that? You listen to that from the news? And why are all serial killers white men? White men are the most devastating thing to this entire country. The globe, the planet. I mean, they cause global warming.
It's because we've been farting.
I guess, yeah. Our farts are a little different than everyone else's. I don't know. It's stupid. But no, there's serial killers of every race. Have a good day. It's a human nature that just happens naturally. So, anyways.
Yeah, some people are dicks.
Right? They just do horrible things to people. And it's probably the media's fault. I think all the serial killers wish they had an anchorman. But they're in bed by then. So, I don't know.
Who can truly say? I think the majority of serial killers, like in the general consensus in like the big serial killing days, in LA in like the 70s, they're leaning towards it being lead exposure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's, some research has led to the conclusion that lead makes people highly aggressive and it takes away some of the neural paths for compassion and stuff. So especially people with like predisposed, they got tendencies to pick up prostitutes and hitchhikers.
They're a-holes to begin with.
Yeah, those ones. So
there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some more research into that. But yeah, true crime's fun. I've been exploring the online dating realm a little bit these days, and a lot of I got big scary eyes.
Swipe.
It's
Jesus.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of.
I don't know. I've seen people use those apps, sitting across the room from them, and they're just doing whatever. So obviously they're looking for a date. I would hate to be trying to find someone. Yeah, I don't know. So good luck. But anyways, keep going.
It's kind of terrifying. It's kind of stressful. It's also oftentimes hilarious. You see a lot of characters on there, and you're like, "How is that a human?" Wow. And but a couple things that trigger me. Apparently, my generation loves Taylor Swift. A lot of girls obsessed with Taylor Swift. It'd be like the only thing in their dating bio is like, "I love Taylor Swift." The other thing
I like her in her interviews and stuff. I can't tell you all the songs she sings, but she seems to get good
interviews. But yeah, I just don't like when people obsess over individuals to that degree. But
yes,
where's I going with this? Oh yeah, most of the women are just want to. Let's see, these profiles say, "I want to cuddle and watch serial killer documentaries with you." And I'm like, that sounds fun, but at the same time, it's kind of off-putting. Like, do you want to stab me on the second date?
You're like, how closely do you shave? Like, oh dear God.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the time. Is this thing on? I gotta go.
Maybe Taylor Swift is about to bring upon the next generation of female serial killers.
You never know.
I connected the dots. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little retarded.
What?
So, hold on.
We'll get you a paint by numbers dating app.
Let me bring this back. Okay, it's coming.
Are you pulling up a dating app?
No.
Jesus.
I'm pulling up. So yeah, no, you don't want to see that. Let's see. I think this is 8 seconds of gold here.
Fine. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Look,
Okay.
here's the thing. Fine. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. Look,
Yeah,
here's the thing. Fine. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
It's one of my favorite quotes. It's not PC, and I say it at the job too much. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even mind if people put that on their application.
Yeah.
Right?
Strengths. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah, it was good. It's like, he's talking about how the government's making the frogs gay or whatever, and then just like in the middle of everything, it's like, Joe, I'm gonna be honest. It's like, oh god, here we go. And then he announces.
You say that the government's making frogs gay?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one of the things.
Oh, okay. I mean, certain species can become whatever they want to be. So either A or B, but they can't be another thing. I mean, I don't know. Anyways.
I think we're about to go down a wormhole here for just a second. Yeah, I don't know. Alex Jones is a lot of fun to listen to. Maybe it's not great. He also says some shit that's actually true, which is concerning sometimes.
He says some shit that's actually true, which is concerning. So someone who tells the truth, all right, gotcha.
Yeah.
But the truth that he's saying is like, oh.
Well, yeah, it's so outlandish and crazy, and he's just screaming in his gravelly voice. And then something comes out declassified years later from the, Freedom of Information, and you're like, holy shit, they were trying to make frogs gay or whatever, insert crazy thing. And you're like, that motherfucker's right. He's right, because 10 years ago, everybody was like, get this guy in the loony bin in a straitjacket, and really he's out there.
Yep.
And so, yeah.
Like, yep, told you I was right. Well, that's like the movie Independence Day, when the one guy, the whole town thought he was just a crazy drunk.
Yeah.
And then the alien showed up. He's like, they're back.
Dude, yeah. I love when he flies into the ship. He's like, hey, boys, I'm back, or whatever he says.
Yep.
Like, hell yeah. Get revenge for that probe in your ass.
Yeah, fly a F-14 right up there. Woo-hoo. Take out the entire
That's
ship.
a good movie, man. I'm excited to watch it here real soon. I usually watch it a couple times a year. Not necessarily around July 4th, but, that's some good American inspiration right there. Oh, that presidential speech.
Yes, we shall not go quietly into the night. So, yeah, great speech.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. When did that come out? You always know the dates of things.
I don't know. No, I don't. Pretty sure your mom and I watched it, so it would have been the 90s.
96, year of my blessing your life.
Yes, indeed. So probably watched it in 99 while I was in a wheelchair, and probably just had a little bit of time while healing to sit back and watch a movie. So probably watched it around then.
Did you see the new one, New Independence Day?
No, because I was just like,
scary, right? Yeah, a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I mean, movies like that are usually great. You know, when you have that movie, boom, yeah, it's awesome. And then they're gonna do it again. What was it, like 20 years or 25 years or whatever the heck it was. It was an anniversary release for a new one. And it's like, I don't know. So yeah, I never watched it because I didn't want to soil the first one. And I never really heard anyone say, "Oh man, the second one's so good, you got to watch it." You saw the first one, you got to watch it. You know, they're like, "Hey, John Wick 3, gotta watch it. It's awesome." Okay,
Ooh.
or Lethal Weapon 5 was still entertaining and good. So I don't know.
It was it was better than I expected it would be. You know, I watched it with a lot of hesitation, and it wasn't terrible. So yeah, I can say that about it. It appears they're frozen, so I'll give you a second to come back. Um, Smorgasbord. Dooby dooby doo. Hello.
Well, hello.
I
That was
took that
probably
opportunity to go refill my water.
oh yeah, water's good for you.
Yeah? Is that what you're drinking? Usually I see you drinking on a beer.
Well, yeah. I mean, I got to maintain my whistle. You know, we chit chat a bit, so we got to get a couple of
That's a
things.
precarious balance and a vital one indeed, sir.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to drink, you want to make sure you maintain your hydration so you don't get a haddock.
That's true. I had a little bit of a haddock Sunday morning myself.
Oh, really? Yeah. What would you do Saturday evening?
Well, you see what happened was, so we started Saturday afternoon at a baby shower for Ron and Jamie.
Nice.
Amazing food, I tell you what. Holy shit, they made enough food for an army, genuinely.
And that's why they invited you.
And I did my job. And fucking snacking.
Outstanding.
My first plate, I had, I was loading on my plate. She said, grab more chicken. So I had like 3 drums and a wing, and then some rice, some stuffing or whatever that was, potatoes, macaroni, and
What
cheese.
kind of rice? Was it like dirty rice or what?
Yeah, it was like seasoned. So Ron his family's all from the islands, so a whole bunch of delicious fucking food. And yeah, I have like half of a fish just, cooked up on the grill. So I had a fish head on my plate and like 2
Nice.
like egg roll things, and I had a mountain, I learned well. And I ate that whole thing, and as I was eating, people were handing me their chicken wings because they were getting full. So yeah, I did my job. Which is good because we went to Pride and we're trying to buy some beer, and we saw the beer trucks drive away. So then we went down High Street and ended up at a bar and met some friends there and just about closed that place down. So
so then Sunday was a little
I felt better. And I've felt worse. So yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone has felt better and felt worse at times. So,
basically, I've been on a sober kick the last couple of days, enjoying my water and my bike rides, and Sunday's sneaking up on me. It's been so crazy. I'm supposed to run a 5K on Sunday.
This coming Sunday?
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm gonna walk most of that probably, but
yeah, just do fartlicks.
I'm sorry.
Just do fartlicks.
I'm scared you're setting me up for a joke.
Run a certain distance and then you walk, and then you run and then you walk, and then you run and then you walk. So, yeah, that's a fartlick.
And where does that terminology come from? Where does that term originate?
I don't know if it's Finnish or Swedish or I'll have to look at that. But I think it's Fartlek, but it's fartlick.
That makes a lot more sense. I thought you were just using fatherly slang. I mean, it's very
a fartlick run. What is a fartlick run, and how can it help you go faster? So it's actually a technique to increase your stamina and your speed overall. So
and
it was something Swedish. Okay, so it's something I learned my senior year of track because I loved running and ran everywhere. And joining the Marines was like, I love to run. I'm good at it. I could run for miles, but I should learn a technique and get better. So I joined track and learned some techniques, and fartlick was one of them. So you kind of like sprint from a telephone pole to another, because now you're trying to get some even distances. So sprint there, and then still kind of run to, kind of slow down your pace and run to the next telephone pole. And once you get to that telephone pole, now you kind of slow down your jog. You just jog, you get your breath, you get your body relaxed or whatever. And then when you get to the next telephone pole, then it's just a 100-yard dash or whatever. You just deadbolt it and then slow down. And so you do that over and over, and will shave a couple of minutes off of your 3-mile run or whatever you're doing. But at some point, you get to the point, you can shave off a few minutes. You shave off a minute, and then you shave off 40 seconds, and then you shave off 20 seconds, and then you're able to. It helps you increase. But at some point, you're going to find that trying to break those last 3 seconds, and get a little bit faster, takes a little bit more work. But it's always worth it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So try some Fartleks.
I might lick some farts tonight.
That's not the way I proposed it. I don't know what dating app you're on, but I do not recommend it. If on Sunday you're trying to run with pink eye, you deserve it.
Wow. That's good. That's just good old classic comedy. We're having fun.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna show up with double pink eye on Sunday. All my coworkers are gonna be highly concerned. Be like, listen, my dad told me to lick farts. I don't know. Said it worked for him when he was young.
Maybe tomorrow we'll put some pink makeup on and around or whatever. I don't know. You'll have to stop somewhere and get it. And then walk into that meeting with pink eyes and cucumber and some lotion and your coffee.
We got to hurry this meeting up. I got to lick some farts at lunch. Oh, man.
I don't want to know what you do for your side job, but okay. If it pays the bills and no one's hurt, that's up to you. Anyways.
Wow, what fatherly support.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I got you, Pa. Don't worry about me.
I trust you.
Wow. So I'm gonna try some of those Swedish fartleks. Increase my endurance, my stamina. Maybe I'll sign up for another 5K. I think we got another one coming next month. So it's good. It forces me to, even if I can't do the whole thing, I got to get out and, get her done. So
get her done.
And there's a new season of Tarkov coming out. So I'm going to have to very delicately balance my obsession with that video game and my running many miles. So.
Oh, that's right. They rebooted or whatever periodically.
Yeah, they're wiping it. They're putting in like the G36, a couple variants, and I don't know, some new shotguns and stuff. So some new guns and new mechanics and animations, and
new guns are pretty nice. The ones that won the military trial.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
Is that what caliber are those in? 6.8 or?
I forget. 6, 7. I don't know. It's a little different.
I look at numbers all day and I get really confused with calibers. I'm like, I got me one of those Glock 40s and 10 mil.
10 mil. Next generation. Yeah, it's 6.8.
Okay, I'm gonna say this article sucks. The U.S. Department of
Defense. There's several different calibers that were going to be going in there from. So there's a 6.8 cartridge, Which a cartridge is pretty interesting because you have your brass casing, but then the brass casing is, I think it's stainless, no, nickel base.
Hmm.
I got to double check that. I'll read it again. The metallurgy's jumping around in my head. But anyways, seeing how it's such a hot round and the pressure and everything, they needed a different base to go over that and encase the casing so that as it's firing, it's just not ripping the brass apart. And then the brass is staying inside. Because the bullet went that way, the backside of the brass just gets torn apart and another round tries getting jammed in there, and then you got bada jam. So, anywho's, check it out. It's pretty cool. I'm going to have to reiterate it. But yeah, 6.8, and the cartridge is pretty interesting.
Yeah, there's let's see, I just pulled up. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. That's what you're talking about there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that extra reinforcement on the back end there. Yeah, I reckon those are more resistant to fartleks than the other all brass.
Yes, that is the whole reason that they designed that round. It's a Fartlek resistant ammunition.
Yeah, I knew it. I saw it from a mile away.
6.8 Fartlek resistant.
It's absurd. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'd like to get my hand on one of those. Try it out.
Me too. Garen Thumb or Grand Thumb has a good video on it, so you can check out his stuff. I like his stuff.
Yeah, I think I saw. Wasn't. Oh boy, hold on. Now I'm having a brain fart. One of our fellas. Nice. Yeah. This is we should have just entitled this episode Fartlek. If only I knew.
Well, you can go back and retitle it. Episode 25. Fartleks and fun.
It's happening. Who's our buddy down there that we met in Georgia with a beard?
It's just a third of the individuals down there.
Yeah, Military Arms Channel.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah, that's one of the bearded guys. I know that's like 90%. If you would have said Josh, I probably would have covered it too. It's also 30% of the population.
Josh, Mike. Yeah, So.
Yeah. We have a lot of Johns. Our engineering meeting has 3 Johns in it. So.
Well, that's impressive, and your trailer doesn't even have a fridge.
Yeah, and we got 2 Johns in my trailer. So we've all turned to last names, of course. Much easier. So I still forget sometimes to go, hey, John. And I see 2 eyes pop around the corner. I'm like, you fellas.
Well, you just go with JH or JB or Fartlek, and
no, I can't tell them about all this because then they're gonna end up calling me Fartlek. That's the way things usually go in the job site. You get the shit name, so
yeah. Yes, a lot of times the Marines would get certain nicknames. Some of them were well deserved, and other ones were just funny. So,
yeah, what did you have?
Hot Lava, H-Man, Sir. Yeah, that's about it. Didn't really have anything. That one guy, his nickname was Shit Cork for a while.
Shit Cork?
Uh-huh. So I'll tell you that story at some point.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was expecting you'd say jackass, fartlecker, something along those lines.
No, they call me an asshole a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, you asshole. Because I go in early and wake them up. So, they'd be mad that Revelie's at 5, but I get there at 4:45 and start making a bunch of noise and waking them up. And I had helmets and things thrown at me. And yeah, shut the fuck up. So, it's all good.
Yeah. I'm going to throw some helmets at you. I'm a stockpile. I think potentially one of the things, I have to validate this, but isn't something in that new gun bill regarding body armor?
Oh, yes, depending on where you're at. I think that's some of the states say, no, you cannot have body armor. Body armor is illegal. And I think the government was trying to pass that too, that body armor is illegal because you trying to protect yourself and save your life by buying body armor to protect yourself, or body armor that goes into a backpack so your kids go to school, or even yourself. There's adults in college and whatnot. They have some backpacks that flip out and you got a ballistic vest front and back and you can get the heck out of Dodge. But yeah, they're trying to make body armor illegal. Seeing how body armor doesn't kill anyone, it only keeps you safer.
Right.
It can prevent you from getting killed. The government doesn't want you to have it because you getting killed doesn't matter. It does add to their numbers. So the more people that die, the better for them and their security guards and stuff. And some people argue that, an active shooter may have body armor on and walking around shooting, and cops keep shooting at him and they're just bouncing off of him like Superman from the 1950s.
Yeah.
And, things are ricocheting off of him. Well, body armor doesn't work like that. Depending on the rounds, the body armor, blah, 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 blah. You're still getting hit.
Yeah.
Right? They go, well, look at LA. Those guys had Kevlar vests and body armor.
They were shot with revolvers until they grabbed some rifle caliber and then they killed them.
And then we're able to drop them. So, and the other thing is nowadays, most officers have AR platform rifles in their vehicles instead of just the shotgun.
Just a result of that North Hollywood shooting.
Indeed. So let's say you now have one active shooter and they're wearing a vest, but you have 30 officers firing at that individual. And not every cop's going to hit the exact same spot. And you're not going to hit the exact same spot over and over. And if you do, that plate's going to start to fail, right? So there's going to be a stress fracture at some point.
You also have Spalding. And, when in doubt, shoot him in the pelvic girdle, right?
Yes. So you got pelvic girdle. Some cops may be aiming at the center mass, but their stress and technique drops them right down into the kneecaps. Okay, well, start chopping them down. If you're shooting and you empty a magazine and you hit 2 legs 6 times out of your 18 shots that you fired, well, at least you're slowing them down, right?
Yeah.
They're shooting, you're shooting back. One hits them in the elbow, another officer hits them in the jaw, they're going to chop them down. So trying to take a life-saving device away from the population who would like their life to be saved is absolutely wrong, right? And that's treason against the American people.
I concur.
Maybe an extreme to some people. Well, it's not treason. No, that's treasonous. You want the people that you were hired to represent to die, so that the numbers are better in your favor to try to get rid of things that aren't an issue. There's over 300 million guns in the U.S. and over 1 trillion rounds. If guns were the issue, everyone would know it.
That's true.
So, yeah, it's caca-poo-poo.
New York.
People are going to be like, that's just news. Instead of, that's just bullshit. News is going to become the new word for bullpucky.
Bullpucky. New York just banned soft body armor, not plates and the like.
Oh, soft body armor. Where a lot of people are worried, and soft body armor is sewn into backpacks for children going to school.
Something you can wear under your clothes.
Protect a school, so you try to protect your children, and you're now a criminal for trying to protect your child because the government is failing to do so in itself.
Got you all riled up again, yes, sir.
Oh, you just wait. I'm being polite.
Mm-hmm. We saved the crazy for the tequila and the company of uncles.
Indeed. Yep. So, but yeah, there's no reason. I mean, that's like outlawing or trying to make a body armor illegal is like making a seatbelt illegal in a vehicle.
That's true.
Well, if you're going to crash, you may as well just die, right? I mean, seatbelts, that's illegal. Now, if we see you wearing a seatbelt, we're going to pull you over and make you take it off, or we're just going to cut it out. So pretty soon, 2024, no vehicle will be allowed to be sold with a seatbelt. That doesn't make any damn sense.
No, sir, it does not.
Nope. No more airbags, no more seatbelts, and no windshield. You catch a June bug right in the nostril while you're driving 65 on the highway, that's your problem.
Now you could be licking farts in your commute.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was proud of that one. Pretty proud of that one.
You should be. You get 9 points for that.
Ooh, killing it. Oh, don't just wait. I'll get a tenner in there in due time.
Maybe that was a 9-4. So yeah, you're doing great.
Damn, it's the funniest I've ever been.
Yeah. Looks aren't everything.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go crying now. All right.
Yeah, my dad said it to me, so I say it to you.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Need a hug?
Not from you, stinky.
I don't blame you. Yeah, so Dave's dad passed away.
My condolences.
Yeah, and we went to calling hours, or the wake, or I don't know whatever people call it, the showing, viewing, the wake. Anywho, we went there, give our condolences, and I don't think you've met Jack, Dave's youngest.
Not that I'm aware of.
5th grade. Yeah, he's 5th grader. So give Dave a hug. Sorry for your loss. Jack's in between us, so he's getting his little head crushed.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, I probably did, but hugged him a few times or whatever. And then when Julie and I were getting ready to leave, I asked Jack if he wanted another hug. I'm like, hey, we're out of here. You want another hug? You know what that little turd told me?
What's that? No, you stinky.
He said no. He's like, no, your nipples smell funny. And then the little shit stepped on my feet as he walked away. I laughed. That was hysterical.
Wow.
Right?
That's a new level.
I know. Now, granted, I've known the little turd for quite a few years, and he's funny, so we have a good rapport. Call each other farts or whatever. And yeah, so he didn't want another hug because my nipples smelled funny.
And quit
Not
eating
sure
all
why
that
he was
cheese.
sniffing them, but perhaps I need to put raspberries on them instead.
Probably. Maybe that's why.
Instead of asparagus.
Oh, Pops. You've been using the wrong
I don't know. I
deodorant.
just said that. I don't do that.
You use asparagus antiperspirant on your nips.
Yep. Yeah, on my drive into work, I just put a piece of asparagus under each pit.
Yeah. Catch the
when you're working
lactation.
the steering wheel, it kind of, butters on in there.
Oh, God. That's nasty.
Yeah, don't do the garlic powder. It burns.
Ooh.
I don't know. These are things I make up. So if anyone's listening and going to try it, don't.
Yeah, be wary of everything this man says. It's dangerous out here.
I've never put garlic powder in anyone's Gold Bond container. No.
I don't know about that one. Makes me think back to Bandcamp 2012.
Oh, my goodness. All the way back to 2012?
Yeah, we thought it was the end of the world, so it was extra gold bond on our nuts. Remember when we thought the world was going to end in 2012?
Yep. A little extra Gold Bond, a little deodorant down there. Yep. Got to make sure.
Yeah, Bandcamp was real fucking hot, man. Yeah, good times. I've been reminiscing about Bandcamp recently. Oh, we were frozen again. I hear you laughing, though. There you go. Hoo. Gotta be quicker than that. Hoo.
I'm still in motion.
Emotional damage. I got a...
I like that guy.
That's a good one. I got... I have a really good nipple-related TikTok I have to send you.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to try to find you on TikTok here. And, yeah. Ooh, I can send you some disturbing TikToks. This sounds like fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to find you.
Well, it would be the company TikTok, not my TikTok.
Oh. Okay, I'll send it to Hidden Hybrid Holsters.
Why not? All of us could enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. This is about to change my life for the better.
All right.
Yeah, so how are those your hot sauce holsters? Are you carrying hot sauce daily?
We are selling more of them than I anticipated that we would be.
Is that right?
Yep. And we'll have a few other awesome things coming out, but see inbox. So yeah, we're gonna try to do a surprise at least every 2 months or something. So if you have any ideas for a good holster, just let us know.
Okay. I'll think on it. I'm sure I could think of something stupid. My only idea so far has been the lineman, but that's not really stupid. That's just cool.
It is cool.
Let's see. Well, I'll figure that out anyway. Man, technology's hard. And I'm a millennial or something. I should be better at that. So, yeah.
I don't have our interests. Right, not every millennial has to be good at technology. Right?
Yeah.
Some of them like to ride a bike, read a book, hang out with friends.
That sounds nerdy as hell.
Nothing wrong with the book.
No, I was just thinking. I think after my bike ride and a shower, I'm going to read a couple of my favorite short stories out of a Kurt Vonnegut book that I just saw on my bookshelf. So,
Nice.
yeah, I'm looking
And
forward
don't
to
forget
that.
to have another brat or whatever you're going to have for dinner.
I got that jalapeno cheddar bread from the Amish store down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got some hot green pepper jelly or relish. So I've been toasting that up real thick, that bread, and then slathering that relish on there. Ooh, I tell you what.
So you toast it, you slather that on there, and then throw a piece of pepper jack on there. So the pepper jack kind of, wow, there's going to be a whole bunch of kick going on in there.
Yeah, I almost said that before the podcast, and I was like, man, I'm going to be fucking licking pepper jack flakes out of my mouth the whole time. So, yeah.
It's better than farts.
Hey, and you know, I'm prone to pulling farts out of my mouth based on all my licking of them. Maybe I haven't had enough sleep in the last couple of days.
Yeah, I was going to say that is a sentence that I did not expect to hear today.
You know, someone once taught me to expect the unexpected.
This is true. Yeah. Cousin Adam sends me some things periodically, and yeah, he sent one today, and that was my response. Did not expect to see this today. So
It can be dangerous out there. Do you have any parting wisdom to survive in the realm of family members sending you unwarranted TikToks and the like?
just enjoy it. Don't take offense. If someone's sending you something in jest and for humor and to make you laugh, if you're slightly offended, just understand the reason as to why they're sending that to you, right? I mean, now if they're sending it to you to be a jerk, yeah, go ahead and be upset. But if you're like, that's not really for me, you send them an LOL. You don't have to send them 6 laughing, crying faces, because you loved it so much. Be real with your answer.
You don't need to send your brothers squirting emojis and stuff in reaction to humor or,
Yes. Yeah, you don't have to do that. I'm
You ever
laughing
figure out-
so hard.
Yeah. You ever figure out
what?
You ever figure out to not squirt on you guys in the text chains?
Well, I was going to tell him, but I find it funnier.
Yeah.
It's more enjoyable to see that and laugh than to not see it again, right?
That's true. Wow.
Yeah.
Remember that. I think that was the advice. Don't tell your family members they're being gross with their emojis. Just enjoy it. It's the little things in life, isn't it?
Indeed. It's the little things. So, God forbid if I'm sitting with him on his deathbed, in a few moments he'll be gone, then I could tell him. We'd be like, oh, and by the way, this is what you've been saying for the last 20 years. He will die laughing. Right? So,
Yeah.
So it'll be worth it.
Yeah. That would get him good. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on that note of beauty and humor and the moment of death, that's all I got for you this evening.
That's all I got for you. You guys stay happy and healthy until the next time you listen to us babble. And stay true to your heart.
Beautifully said. Keep your eye on the moon.
Keep your eye on the moon.
And doot doodaloo doot. Bye bye. Nice.